heaven fixes everything if you believe in God and you do that, why do anything now? Because everything will be fixed and perfect then. So why do anything now? I can just leave it be and I'll be good in heaven. Whereas if I decide to see that things matter now to me, they are important to me, so I will do things that are important to me and continue to live my life the best that I can, then without worrying about what goes on afterwards, I don't see how heaven motivates you more than just simply living by your own standards.
You bet. It's real simple. You made a decision today that although life is ultimately meaningless, you have given meaning to your life. You think arbitrarily that your life is significant. But when you go to bed tonight, possibly the thought's going to cross your mind. You know, ultimately, it really doesn't matter what I do tomorrow. If I kill her, or if I feed her and love her. It's all arbitrary. It's all relative. And if you begin to take what you believe about reality seriously, you're going to have to conclude, ultimately, it doesn't matter. I do not have that option as a theist, as a follower of Christ. I understand that life is ultimately significant because life is a gift that God has given us for a purpose. It is not meaningless.
I see what your point is, and you're trying to say that God gives value to all of us. We all have innate value.
Yes.
Whereas I have decided that nothing matters, so I can go out and do anything I want, correct?
Yes.
Because nothing matters, I can do whatever, nothing will affect me any further.
Right.
Well, the way I see it is that, yes, people have value because they will continue on past me when I die. So the meaningful thing is to help them out because they continue on past me. Because whatever I do, I can continue to help them, and they will continue on.
Bravo. Beautiful. But what you have to acknowledge is, although you believe that today, if tomorrow you wake up and do the opposite, that is just as legitimate. That is just as good. Why? Because it's you who defines your purpose. And if you define it one way today and the opposite way tomorrow, you're not right today and wrong tomorrow. You're not wrong today and right tomorrow. You just are.
Correct.
And so it ultimately doesn't matter whether you slit her throat or whether you feed her a meal. Because life is ultimately absurd. So it's whatever you choose. Your choice is God.
Yes.
And if you want to change it tomorrow and do the opposite, that's just as legitimate. See, that's the absurdity of life if there is no God. And that's what Nietzsche and Camus and Sartre and Bertrand Russell, all the great philosophers, have pointed out. That's logical. But for you, if you're an atheist, to say, well, it is really good, absolutely good for me to feed the hungry. No, you're wrong. It's not absolutely good. It's your choice today to feed the hungry, but if tomorrow you choose to kick the hungry in the teeth, that's just as legitimate, because it's your choice.